are at Haneda Airport in the domestic terminal because today we are flying to Hokkaido. We're going to Sapporo and we're quite excited even though we're very exhausted. We barely got any sleep last night. It's currently like 5:40 a.m.
We're here so early because our flight is at 6:20.
Yeah.
But it's so early that like most of the restaurants and cafes and stuff aren't even open. And so we got food from a vending machine, which I guess we should be grateful that we can get any food from a vending machine here.
Yeah, it's still rough.
Definitely. We were scrambling to get out of the door too because we were worried about being able to find a taxi at that hour. And so we scheduled in advance on the Uber app. But then, you know, there's a time you're supposed to be out by. So we passed it a little bit. He was really nice and he stayed, so we're fine.
Yeah, but hopefully we get to rest on the flight. We're just gonna eat our cold breakfast now.
Pretty excited, but hopefully we can get some good rest later tonight too.
Yeah, we are going to be spending 3 days in Hokkaido. It's going to be our very first time here. And yeah, looking forward to it. Bye, see you soon.
2019, I'm asleep on your couch and I'm walking around on a tightrope. I'm trying to find hope. I was hiding from a head full of doubt and my dead bank account. If I'm honest, this ain't the life that I wanted. I don't wanna get ahead of myself, but I fantasize. Maybe life will give me a 180. I think maybe one day it'll, and I'll figure it out, and I'll figure it out. Maybe I just need someone to shake me. I think maybe one day it'll, and I'll figure it out, and I'll figure it out. Rewind to summertime back in high school. I don't wanna get too close. I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know what new love is do. Been packing bags, been losing friends, not going pain. Swing straight to my head, so I text and ask, not overspend, not go insane, trying to tie loose ends. I'm trying to find some consistency. Stay up all night, trying to make sense of things.
So we're now in Hokkaido. We're currently at our hotel. There's like a little area where you can relax, and so we've just been chilling here to kind of collect ourselves because of our very hectic morning. Earlier at New Chitose Airport, we saw that there was a stamp rally, and so we actually spent some time going around the airport and completing the stamp rally. And this is what the paper looked like. So on the back it says stamp rally, and then you had all these stamps to get, and I think there were 6 stations. This one is mine, and I think I did a few of them a little out of order, but they don't really care. At the end they stamp it, they check it, and give you a little prize. For me, I picked a kind of thin tote bag that said New Chitose Airport, and then Ted picked a little toy plane, which is really cute. I think they had like 7 different prizes for you to pick from if you completed the stamp rally, but that was really fun. This was also our very first time flying domestic in Japan, and it was just so smooth. We just really had to show our boarding passes like twice at various points, but I literally don't think at any point they checked our passports, which is just crazy. But the flight was great, very smooth, and then when we landed it was snowing, which is just really cute. Yeah, we're just so excited to be here in Hokkaido for the first time. We don't have too much time to chill here. We actually need to start heading out to Shiroi Koibito Park. It's like the park slash factory for the cookie that we like to eat. It's made here, I believe, in Hokkaido. So we have a course planned for when we get there. That's making your own Shiroi Koibito cookie. Today has just been one thing after another, just like a lot of our days in Japan. But I think I'm feeling pretty decent. Got to rest on the plane and then on the way over here to the hotel. Very excited for Shiroi Koibito Park. We've been looking forward to this for a long time now. Is it dry? It's so toasty. Yeah, I think it's good.
Just need a little 20-minute refresh.
To make things worse, by the way, earlier before we headed out of our Airbnb, on the way to the airport, we realized that my jacket that we had washed overnight and tried to dry was not even dried. And so we were carrying this like wet jacket this whole way, and finally got to dry this jacket here at the hotel. I think it's good. you can finally take your jacket back. All right, we're gonna head out to Shiroi Koibito Park. Are you excited?
Yeah, I want to make the cookies. One of our favorite experiences so far this trip has been making things.
We like doing hands-on things, and so whenever we get the chance to, I think we really appreciate it and cherish it.
Definitely.
All right, see you at the park. Bye.
We were almost late, but we made it. But for some reason, we were the only ones.
Yeah.
I have no idea why.
People on this side doing like a decorating class, I think.
Yeah.
They're all doing decorating.
Ours is like the making one, where you make the chocolate. And we're the only ones. We're gonna private class.
It is really weird, huh? Because like we're not so far late that like the class would be over.
No, we were like 3 years late.
Yeah.
So I don't know where everybody went.
Maybe there's like plenty of slots, but we have to pre-book, right?
Our slot is 120, so it's like this middle of the day. It shouldn't be this empty.
Yeah.
It's nice though.
Yeah. This will be a fast class, I think.
They told us to eat 1 out of the 4 that we just made. We basically just put the chocolate in between the cookies. Is it really hot?
No.
Really?
I'll put almond milk.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yeah, I know.
It's so fresh.
Yeah.
The cutest little box. And then we close it up.
Yeah. I think you can only get this box if you do this course.
So cute. The normal packages is like this exact same design, but like much bigger. And so this is really cute, like how small it is.
start. Hello. We're at our hotel. It's not even that late, actually. I think it's just about 7.
No, but you can tell by me yawning that we have had a really, really long day.
We're so tired. We woke up at like 3:30 to catch our 6:20 flight, and so we are all ready to head to bed. But wanted to chat a little bit about what we did today in Sapporo. We were really, really excited for the Shiroi Koibito park. But I think the reality was a little bit different from what we imagined.
Yeah, so Shiroi, for context, Shiroi Koibito is this like really famous Hokkaido like cookie souvenir. I'm probably butchering it, but it's just like these long deshot, which are these like thin cookies sandwiched with white chocolate in between. They're really, really yummy, and you actually introduced them to me because I think you were coming from Japan or something, and so you gave some to me.
Like years ago.
Yeah, way back when, like 7 years ago. But we think they're really good. And so when we heard that there was a theme park for these cookies, we were like, oh, that must be so cute. And like, we're really excited. I think the reality is that it's not really that much of a theme park.
Because on Google, it says like theme park. You search it up, it says theme park. And so I think we were expecting to be very entertained. But
And it's not like we didn't exactly do our research or anything. We made reservations for a couple classes, just like we did at the Kabuto's Museum earlier on our trip. But the classes are a lot less significant and a lot more fluffy, I guess. So like one was like a chocolate tasting class or course. But I mean, most of it was just like watching a projection about like how chocolate is made, but not in any like particularly great detail. And then at the end, you taste 2 kinds of dark chocolates that feature cacao beans grown from different countries.
I think it was Venezuela and Ecuador.
Yep.
And they just gave you these like dark chocolate samples in 2 little cups.
Yeah.
And there's like something they want you to do where you're supposed to like eat it and then let it melt and then breathe through your nose or whatever to like really get the taste of the chocolate. But we just kind of felt like it wasn't super worth it.
There wasn't a ton of detail on any of these courses as to like what exactly you'd be doing. And so we were kind of like excited, kind of interested. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that it was worth the extra cost on top of the paid area ticket.
So one of the classes was the tasting and then the other one was the making.
And so going into that, we thought it would be a pretty like interesting and involved process. We did the chicken ramen making class at Cup Noodles Museum in Yokohama, and that was really cool. That was really fun. We like made the chicken ramen literally from scratch. We started off with like the powder, and then we mixed in like water, and then chicken broth and soy sauce, and like rolled out the dough and everything. And so that was a really interesting and fun experience. But this one, like the dough's already pre-made. You smoothed it out into like little squares, basically, like the cookies.
Yeah.
And then they bake it for you for 10 minutes. Then they bring it out, and all you do is like create the sandwich using the white chocolate squares they already give to you. And while it is very cute, like the box that it came in is a really tiny miniature version of the box that these cookies usually come in. It wasn't worth it either, in my opinion. And I think both of us really love interactive classes and interactive experiences, but for the extra cost for these in particular, it wasn't really worth it at all.
No.
I think what we probably liked the most out of the whole experience at the theme park was like they have a kiosk within the shop, but then also upstairs where you can like custom print a photo of your choosing on a like Shiroi Koibito tin.
Metal tin.
Yeah, a metal tin. And so that was really nice and fun. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's unique to the theme park. I'm fairly sure that you can actually get it done at the airport.
Really?
In Sapporo, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we didn't even have to go there?
No. And so all in all, unfortunately, like it didn't really feel like it was super worth it. I think if you had kids, it'd be probably worth it because the kids seem to all really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then there's like somewhat okay photo ops set up all throughout the theme park grounds.
Somewhat okay.
It wasn't like awful, you know,
Yes.
It wasn't like super cheap and like just like a bunch of cardboard cutouts or anything, but it also wasn't particularly grand.
Yeah, and there were also a lot of people at the park, and so while there were photo ops for you to take photos, it was also really hard to get a good photo because everybody was there trying to get the same photo in the background, etc. So we didn't really touch any of that. I think also, in addition to kids liking it, maybe if you were just like a really big fan of this cookie and you wanted merch of it, like pillows or t-shirts, magnets, pins, like they have a lot of things that are themed with this cookie. So if you're just a really big fan, I guess guess this park might be worth it for you. For us, we just kind of found ourselves not really super vibing with it.
Yeah, even though we are really big fans of the cookie, at some point you realize you don't need so much merch of like a cookie.
Like we don't need to be decked out in their stuff.
Our bed doesn't need to be made with like Shiroi Koibito
Pillows,
cushions.
yeah.
And so, yeah, it was fine. It's definitely not the worst thing we've done here.
Yes.
But it wasn't exactly our favorite, which is a little unfortunate because we were really looking forward to this theme park from like when we first found out about it at the beginning of this year.
Yeah, I'm still glad we did it because now we know what the experience is like. But if I had all the knowledge that I have now, I don't think it would be on our Hokkaido things to do.
But on the brighter note, we did get to have some really good ramen after. That was pretty close by. We took like an 8-minute walk or so. It's called Ichimaru, right? And I had one of the best ramens that I've ever had. I really like the flavor of my ramen. Even though I'm not a big fan of the standard curly ramen type, the flavor of the broth for mine was really good.
I had a miso-based ramen. I thought it was pretty good. I think if we were to go again, maybe I'd try another one because it seems like they have quite a few ramens on their menu. But it was a good one, and I would recommend the restaurant if you're heading out to Shiroi Koibito Park, or if you just are looking for ramen. I think it's a good place.
They have a few different locations.
Oh, they do?
They do. But this location opened up at 5 p.m. We got there at like only a few minutes after, maybe 5:03 or 5:04, and we got seated right away. But then the people that came like 2 or 3 minutes after us, like they had to wait a while.
They're busy.
Yeah, very popular, and I think most of the locals too. So
Small store too, or small shop.
oh, it is cash only though.
Yes.
So you have to make sure you bring cash. We had just enough cash.
Yeah. All right, well, tomorrow we have another day planned to explore Hokkaido. We're planning on heading out to Otaru. I believe Otaru has a miffy shop and then also like a Snoopy shop. So that is something to look forward to. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. cheese ice cream?
It's good.
Hey.
Kind of reminds me of the Tokyo milk cheese camembert cookies.
Like cheesecake.
Hi, we've been in Otaru all day so far. We've just been walking down Sakaimachi Street, which is like one of the most lively places in Otaru. And there's been so many shops lining the streets. We've had a lot of fun walking around.
There's a lot of glass shops around here, but then also a lot of like confectionery places and character stores. And so we've just been kind of checking them out, chilling, going around.
It's been pretty cold. It's snowing, but we just ate ice cream at Latau.
The ice cream was really good. So we got the cheese ice cream, which is kind of like an unusual flavor, I guess, or a little bit different, but it was really, really good. It was high-key way better than the Shiroi Koibito ice cream that we got yesterday. And so if you're at a Latau, I would recommend checking out to see if they have the cheese ice cream. But we specifically went to like a Nouvelle Vague. It's a chocolate shop of Latau's.
And then we're just gonna keep walking down Sakaimachi Street. Later on, there's a miffy store, and so we think we're gonna go in. But for now, we're just gonna check out all the little local shops that we walk by.
Yep.
Bye.
Here at the Otaru Canal, having so much fun. No, it's just snowing pretty hard right now, so it's kind of hard to like film and like do everything.
Baby, you're offended when I get defensive. Go and put the blame on me. Putting up defenses, crying is expensive. I can take the weight for free, and it's killing me to fight it out. 'Cause baby, you're the only one I can feel this for, and it's misery I'm wearing down. 'Cause baby, there ain't no way that I could love you. You've been empty again. Are you starving for something real? Come back again and again, again and again, again. Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love. Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love. You're always wasting my love, wasting my love. Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love. Loving should be easy, simple like a breathing. I don't wanna give you up, baby, I surrender. Can you find your temper for us? Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love. Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love. You're always wasting my love, wasting my love. Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love. Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love. Just get a taste of my love, taste of my love.
Hello, we are now at Ichiran for dinner. Ichiran is a pretty popular ramen chain. I believe they also have locations around the world now, not just Japan. Last time we came to Japan, we had Ichiran a few times and we really enjoyed it, and so that is why we're back again. I think some people think that Ichiran is quite touristy, and I can agree with that, but I think we just like good food and we feel like the ramen is pretty good, and so I would recommend Ichiran if you've never been here before. Kind of want to just talk a little bit about today while I finish up my meal here. Otaru was honestly pretty fun. I think in terms of things to do, it was very interesting. We only had the chance to hit up Sakaimachi Street, and we felt like that was plenty interesting, but I think the thing about today was that the weather was really rough, and so it snowed periodically throughout the day, but as a result, with like everybody walking around on the street and like trudging the snow around, there was a lot of slush, so it was quite muddy. There were big puddles, and then also like ice as the day went on and the night got colder. It was just kind of like a dangerous situation, and I didn't really feel like in terms of footwear we were super prepared. I think in terms of outerwear we did completely fine. Like I had a puffer jacket on, and then E-Tech scarf and beanie, and then Uniqlo like windproof pants, so I think that part was fine. But for my shoes, I just had on New Balance sneakers, and I definitely felt like that was not enough to feel like I was fully prepared for the weather. My sneakers definitely got a little soaked. Like I think the front half of my shoes were wet at some point, and so I think if I were to do Otaru all over again, I would probably bring some like pretty heavy duty boots or something that's like water resistant so that my shoes weren't wet, because as soon as my shoes got wet, my socks got wet, and then my feet were wet, and that was pretty cold. So if you want to be super prepared for the weather here, I would recommend bringing boots, or if not boots, at least getting these like kind of traction things that you can slide onto your shoes that they sell around here. It's so that you can create some more friction and so that you don't slide around as much when you're walking on ice.
But overall, in terms of things to do, I feel like Sakaimachi Street was definitely worth checking out. There are a lot of cute souvenirs that were Otaru themed, a lot of glass shops because that's what they're known for, and we had a really good time walking around and checking out all the glass shops. I think something in particular that we really enjoyed was the glass jewelry that they had. We got a few pairs of earrings and then also some bracelets and rings, which we're really excited to wear when we get home. But yeah, I just wanted to wrap up the day. I think today was fun, but the weather kind of made things a little bit more complicated. I feel like for half of the time I was walking around on Sakaimachi Street, I kind of felt like I was in survival mode rather than like there to really enjoy the view and, you know, shop around like the tourists that we are. Oh, I would also recommend bringing an umbrella because the umbrella is actually really helpful when it snows in terms of keeping the snow off of you. So recommendations for coming to Hokkaido in the winter would be thick pants, thick jacket, heat tech from Uniqlo helps so much. And then also if you're planning on walking around outside and you know it's going to snow, maybe bring boots or some kind of water resistant shoes that would help with that. Tomorrow we have plans to just check out a few more things in Sapporo. Our flight is at night back to Tokyo, but that is just going to be our about 3 days in Hokkaido. Time passed by so quickly when we were here. I think for me the highlight was Otaru. Even though we didn't really get to check out too much of it, we just went to the shopping street. The glassware there was just really cool. We saw these really neat like soy sauce dispenser bottles, as well as color changing glass cups, and then wind chimes, jewelry like I mentioned earlier. But anyway, that's it for today. I guess I'll see you tomorrow for our last day in Sapporo. Bye. Good night. Today is our final day in Sapporo. We just checked out the Sapporo Clock Tower, which is somewhat of an icon here. How would you say it was?
That's cool. They have like merch for the clock tower. So much merch that like anything you could think of, like bookmarks, magnets, pins, etc.
Socks.
Yeah. It is kind of neat. It's actually pretty well preserved, and like there's a decent amount of documentation and like history behind it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I will say that if you've been to some buildings in America, like Philadelphia or Washington, D.C., this one looks very similar and it's like kind of smaller. So it's got the same colonial America aesthetic, which is pretty cool, I guess, to find out here.
Yeah. It's actually because the designers of like the building were American, and they helped with like the development of like the Hokkaido region, and so they managed to preserve the building. That's why it's literally an American building, basically, and so that's why it looks very out of place.
Yeah, true. Tickets for adults were 350 yen each, which is not that bad.
No, pretty affordable.
Yeah, and inside was like a museum. And then today they had a year-end performance because it's the last day of 2025. So there was this whole like concert thing going on upstairs, and that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was like
a
impression,
performance.
abstract, avant-garde kind of dance performance.
Glad we visited.
Yep.
But yeah, now we are just gonna walk around Sapporo, probably go to Tokyo Hands.
Otherwise, we don't really have that much planned for Sapporo for our last day.
Yeah.
And so we might get food before, or we might just head to the airport. We'll see.
Yeah, we have some plans to check out the airport. We walked around a tiny bit the first day we got here, and we saw a lot of gift shops, and so we think we'll want to head to the airport early to check out those shops and maybe buy some souvenirs.
Yep.
All right, see you. It's starting to snow.
Yeah.
So cute. Bye.
place by the side of the road. We happened to pass by it earlier, and earlier we were like, oh, let's just get it later. And so now is later, and we had it was like a cheesecake crepe first, and it was so good that we decided to get 2 more crepes. These are maple butter crepes, and we're really, really excited to eat them. Or I am. You already had it.
I had already like finished half of mine.
How's it?
It's really good.
The crepe itself, like the texture is so good. So like light and like crispy.
Also a little soft on the inside.
And just even something as simple as their butter one is really good. My hands are freezing,
Me too.
but it's so good.
So it's actually just like a little, I don't know, crepe kiosk, crepe truck, whatever. That's like right in front of the Sapporo station.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. It's pretty fast too. The only downside is you have to eat outside. And it's really cold in the winter.
So quick recap of earlier. Basically, we just went shopping at a department store. We hit up Tokyo Hands, and then we went to Uniqlo where we saw a lot of UTME Hokkaido exclusives, which is pretty cool. I haven't gotten a UTME shirt in a while, I feel like, but the Sapporo one was just really cute, and so we both got one. And then I think you got some socks, heat tech socks, because it's so cold here. Really, it was just kind of a productive day. We've been getting a lot of things that we've been wanting to get for a while, and then ending with this very nice way to end our time here in Sapporo.
Yep. I feel like a running theme of our days is that whenever we don't plan things as much, it goes a lot more smoothly and like a lot more fun. We have a lot more fun. And so, like, we didn't plan to eat this crepe at all, but here we are eating the crepe in like this freezing weather, but still like really vibing. And so, I guess if there was any lessons for us, I feel like it's just to enjoy your time, do whatever you want to do.
Slow down a little. You don't always have to have plans.
Yep. I feel like here there's so much to do that like your plans will come to you a little bit. But after this, we're just heading to this Sapporo station, which is like just a block away.
Yeah.
We're going to take the train to the airport. We should still have a few hours to kind of explore the airport a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we'll get going from there.
We're heading back to Tokyo tonight.
Yeah.
Had fun in Sapporo and Otaru. I would say overall I still had a good time.
In Sapporo and Otaru.
The weather is just very cold at this time of the year, but I think we did the best we could.
Yep.
Excited to explore the airport. Bye.
Brown eyes in a red coat. Back when I tried to let my hair grow. Feels so long ago. Jumping that fence on the west side to get to that cliff just to get high. Stumbling home after midnight. Feels so long ago. You were all I really ever wanted. When I woke up in the morning, we go out and pretend we were in London. You'd stay with me till the morning. Staring out the same window, like a picture frame. I can hear you calling every single one of my nicknames. Going somewhere only we know, like we got all day. I can hear you calling every single one of my nicknames. We were just friends under yellow lights. Summer romance never felt so right. We would just drive up and down the coastline, spending every night backing out a white wine. Every now and then I start to wonder, where did we go? Used to talk about forever, what the hell did we know? Racing in my car on the 405, hand outside the window just to clear my mind. You were all I really ever wanted. When I woke up in the morning, we go out and pretend we were in London. You'd stay with me till the morning. Staring out the same window, like a picture frame. I can hear you calling every single one of my nicknames. Going somewhere only we know, like we got all day. I can hear you calling every single one of my nicknames. Staring at the same window.
I saw it and I was like, I did a double take for a second. It is corn flavored.
Corn flavored ice cream? That is so cute.
Pretty good.
Wow.
It's corn flavored, right?
Sweet corn.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
We are at the airport. We've been here for a few hours now. We explored all around the outside before security, and then we came into security, and then I walked around the entire length of the airport to see what was still open and if there's anything going on. We got some more last minute snacks, some corn ice cream that we just tried.
Super special. Outside of security though, we secured some snack boxes. I think we were super interested and intrigued by like the regional Hokkaido's exclusive snacks, and so we bought quite a few. Corn is like a big thing here, so there were a lot of corn flavored snacks that we bought that we're really excited to try.
So it's cheese. I think because the dairy industry here is pretty big.
Yes.
And so we also got a lot of cheese flavored snacks to try.
We also grabbed dinner before we went through security. We had soup curry. Soup curry is like a Hokkaido thing, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think it's a regional thing.
Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty interesting. There are so many restaurants around the food court, so there is definitely something for everyone.
Yeah, but yeah, this is probably one of the most fun experiences we had at an airport before. There's just a lot of restaurants and like shops and a lot of things to do. If you are tired, you can just head to the airport too, check your bags in and just kind of like shop around and walk.
There's quite a bit to do. Before security, we also saw these like basically full-out grocery stores. They were selling like crab and like fish eggs and just everything. Lots of seafood. So if you are into seafood and you live close enough that you can bring those things onto the plane, I would highly recommend checking that out too.
But for us, we're not big seafood fans, so we didn't do too much there. I think we've also seen people like buy melons there at the airport.
Yeah, melons are a thing here in Hokkaido.
Yeah, and so like she said, if you can bring that back, or if you're gonna be in the country for a little bit longer and you can eat it,
Yeah.
would definitely recommend trying it out too.
But for us, we just stuck with the processed snacks, and we're quite excited about that.
But yeah, this is the end of our time here in Sapporo. I think we liked it enough that we'll be back at some point.
Yes.
Off back to Tokyo for the next few days to round out our trip.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, and see you soon. Bye.